You're focusing way too much on good hooks and profit and not enough on your actual metrics. If you're brand or creative, knowing how to read these ad analytics is almost just as, if not more important than making the ad itself. If you just keep pumping out random ad variations one after the other and not actually look at what's performing, you're basically throwing ad spend and money in the garbage. It's like throwing a dart and hoping it hits the target on the first try. These are the exact metrics that I focus on to improve my ads. And I'm even going to use one of my ads as an example. All I hear when it comes to ads is the basic advice on the internet of, oh, if it's profitable, it's making money, then it's a good ad. They assume if the ROAS isn't perfect, then the ad isn't working and they need to throw everything away and start from scratch. Or they look at a healthy ROAS like this and they think it's good enough and they don't even try to any variations to make it better. It's not that this ad didn't work. It's profitable, it has good metrics. Is it a top winner? No, but let's revise it into one. In this concept I did for a skincare brand, you can see that the hook and first frame retention is great. The click to purchase is also good, which is a great sign, but the one thing that I do not like, the hold rate, and that's what needs work. The reason why I knew that this was the problem out of the entire ad and not something else was just knowing basic numbers of the industry. An average hold rate for a small brand might be around 10 to 15%, but a really good winning hold rate is going to be around 20% or higher. Hold rate is basically how many people stay and watch through the entire ad. In other words, it measures how good are you at holding your audience's attention from beginning to end. Just because of this hold rate alone, I know that when people are watching the ad, the hook is clearly working, but the problem happens right after the hook when it drops off and people scroll. If people aren't staying till the end, that usually means people aren't watching, and when people don't watch, people don't buy. But now that I know that, the game plan is pretty simple. After my hook, I need to add more clarity. Usually people scroll it's because they feel confused, they feel bored, they don't know what the video is about, they don't feel related to, or the ad is speaking to them. Give them a little transformation moment, maybe mention the brand, maybe what it does, if it saves you time, if it saves you money. Hint at the solution so they're a little bit more curious to stay. I guarantee after that tiny little tweak, this is going to go up, which will make the ROAS go up, aka the brand will make more money. Now the hold rate won't be the issue for every ad, obviously, but the point is, if you're a brand, if you're a creative, if you run an agency, this is what you should be doing. Otherwise you're just going to be in a loop of testing and trial and error, and it's going to seem like a lot of error and not a lot of success. This is exactly what great brands do and why a lot of them actually have signature styles that they replicate, because they figured out what works by doing this exact method. This isn't anything new. A lot of people just don't take the time to actually analyze their ads because they're putting aesthetics over actual performance. I do this with all of my clients, and that is why I consistently work with the same brands. That is how you build a long-term successful brand with a never-ending profit.